You are what you eat and drink. Dr. Robert Cassar, eartheracademy.com. Another rethinking reality. Why? Is because I've been thinking a lot lately. A lot of rethinking reality. So, let's think about this. You are what you eat and drink. Now, let's say if you eat vegetables all the time. You are what you eat. So do you become a vegetable? Think about that. Okay? You eat a bunch of vegetables and you do get weak. Okay? You become catabolic. And I'm just talking only vegetables. Vegan, not even vegetarian. Remember? Just eating vegetables. Vegan is a catabolic diet, and anybody that's a seasoned athlete will know that when you go on the vegan diet for 6 months, that you are going to get extremely weak and your hormones are going to take a dive. Okay, so when you eat vegetables, you are what you eat, and if you eat the vegetables, you become sort of like a vegetable. Okay, you just become weak like a vegetable. Now, what happens when you just eat fruit? You're a fruitarian now. Does that mean that you're going to be a fruit? Turn into a fruit? You eat fruit, and what happens is it's just basically a sugar cleanse. You're drinking water with fruit all the time. A variety of different fruits, some high oxalates, some maybe low oxalates. Maybe you're, just doing a fruit fast. So you do become the fruit. Okay? I'm not talking fruity tooty. Okay, that might be too, but you do become the fruit. A fruit, of course, is a beautiful thing hanging on the tree. I got 5,000 fruit trees in my orchard, and fruits are one of the things that I eat. I'm going to have some fruit right before my workout. It's time to do chest in the gym. I work out 4 days a week, and in order for me to become strong, what do you think I got to eat? I got to eat the bull. You eat the bull and you become the bull. So you eat a goat and you start looking like a goat. You eat a pig and you start looking like a pig, don't you? This is the way it works. So you are what you eat and drink. If I start drinking, a lot of alcohol, what do you think happens to me? My body dries out because alcohol dries you out. So you look at a lot of alcoholics and you can see they are dry as dry. So if you are what you eat and drink, what about if you smoke? Well, if you smoke, you wind up accumulating a lot of different toxins from the cigarettes. Think about, you're not even smoking tobacco, guys. You know what you're smoking? If you're smoking conventional cigarettes, look it up. Thousands of toxins, thousands of chemicals. What kind of chemicals? Well, how about glyphosate? Talk about not putting glyphosate in your body, and I see a lot of organic people. This is the funny part. They're organic schmorganic, they're vegan schmegan, and they're smoking cigarettes. And they're smoking cigarettes, and they think that there's really not any toxins in that white paper they're smoking with the bleach, with the side of the cigarette that says Marlboro or whatever it says on the side. Cool, it's cool, brother. Okay, on the side of the cigarette. What do you think that tint is on the side of the paper? And then what do you think's in that cigarette? Glyphosate, atrazine, herbicides, okay, toxic, chemical, synthetic fertilizers, okay, all different types of fungicides, and things that basically protect the crop from pests. So now let's talk about you are what you eat. And if you just think about that, we already know if you eat vegetables, then you pretty much become a vegetable. You become weak. Vegetables do make you weak. It's a good cleanse, nothing wrong with it. Fruits, they don't make you strong, that's for sure. Look at any fruitarian and you show me a muscly fruitarian, one that basically has a little bit of lean body mass. They may be lean, but they have no body mass. And then you go to the, vegetarian. At least the vegetarians eat some milk, butter, and some cheese. But they're not that smart either because they're just eating a bunch of GMO crap, a bunch of stuff in boxes and cans. So, each of the diets have their own sort of nuances of the good things about them and not the good things about them. So if I'm wanting to be strong, then what do you think I got to eat? Vegetables? No. Fruit? No. I'm going to use fruit as an energy source. It's not going to make me strong, though. What's going to make me strong is a quality protein a quality protein, which I get in animal products, uninfected animal products, uninfected fish. And how do you find uninfected eggs? Well, you got to look hard, guys, and you got to start to learn that all protein is not the same. Do you think that isolated pea protein is going to put muscle on you? It's going to give you a lot of gas, I know that. They have to put enzymes in the protein to make it so you can even try to digest that stuff. Okay? But I shut the windows and my throat locks up in here. Hold on a second. Put some air in here. Jeez. Okay, so I got my air on here because it's really hot today in Hawaii. Beautiful day too. So anyways, you are what you eat. And if you want to get strong, this is what I'm doing now. I've increased my strength by 2 times. I've increased 22 pounds of muscle in just 8 months. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to unmalnourish myself, because I was on a 15-year plant diet. I wanted to see if I could thrive on plants. And I did for quite a while, because not because of the plants, it's because I was combining plants with some saturated fats, with some butter, with some cheese, and with some raw dairy. Not pasteurized dairy, okay? Not cheese that's got full of RSBT to give me man boobs, and not butter that comes from the same source of garbage. So I was eating very high quality saturated fats, and I would suggest if you're a vegan, at least put in those things: eggs, butter, and cheese. Why not? You're not killing anything. And if you think again, okay, I'm just trying to help you guys out. You want to really be in a diet that causes no cruelty or harm, then you looking into how they monocrop your broccoli, how they monocrop your kale, how they monocrop your soy, your wheat, how they monocrop anything. And monocrop is when you have one big crop and you're spraying insecticides, pesticides, and herbicides and fungicides, and you're killing every rodent in that pasture. You're killing all the snakes. You're killing everything that eats your food, including deer, including rabbits, including squirrels, including gophers. Everything that's in that pasture. I know, because I know how the farmers work. They have poisons everywhere, and anything that eats those poisoned mice, poisoned squirrels, from a badger to a coyote to anything, it will die too. Slow death. Remember, they poison them with warfarin. What is warfarin? Remember, these are blood thinners. They're poisons. And it's a gruesome freaking death. Okay, so if you don't think that spraying glyphosate, atrazine, herbicides, pesticides, insecticides, all these different things, including fungicides, I don't care if it's on your coffee, it's killing everything, because the farmer doesn't give a crap, doesn't give a shite. He or she wants the crop, and they don't want pests eating it. So what do? They kill everything and anything that's going to eat it. I know that for fact. So if you think that, eating vegan, eating a bunch of products, from all different parts of the world, all processed foods, and all the energy it takes to put something in a box or a can, all the trash that's made from that processed cheese, that processed whatever it is that you're eating in a can or a box, in crappy packaging too. Guys, you're causing cruelty to yourselves, number one. You're causing suffering to yourself, and you're not stopping the suffering of this place we call planet Earth. Again, I'm driving in Hawaii right now, and I'm on the Big Island. Do you really think I'm driving sideways right now? Because that's what they tell us. Okay? And if it's true, then I see that big ocean liner. It's sitting in the harbor right now. Big Carnival cruise liner. Can you turn around one of the satellites, supposedly, that you have up there? Can you turn around the Hubble telescope? Can you turn around one of the big telescopes you have up there? And take a picture of that ship sideways in my harbor. I want to see it. Can you show me one that's not a computer graphic image? Anyways, let's get back to the source of what we're talking about. You are what you eat, you are what you drink. And that's a big thing. You go to Greece and you see a lot of people, and you go to Arab countries, they eat a lot of goats. And what do you think those people start to look like after a while, especially if they're eating GMO-fed goats? Start to look like the goat. You are what you eat. Now, what I found out is eating a combination of proteins and fat. So last night we had, for our dinner, we graduated last night, a group of 11 people, actually 9 people. 2 people had to go home early. And we graduated 9 people last night with honors that went through 14 days of fasting. And that's a pretty tough thing to do. They all got certificates and they went through the dry out. They went through this cutting out your addictions, cutting out your sugars, cutting out your tobacco, cutting out your coffee, cutting out your even maybe masturbation. How about cutting out your drama and getting into the sun, getting into the fresh air, just getting into nature? That helps you just doing that. And we ate last night suet. We had several types of meat, grass-fed, grass-finished kidney, grass-fed, grass-finished liver. We had tri-tip, and we had suet for the fat. And made a nice little video to show everybody how to make this protein and fat dinner. Everybody's going to start working out. Everybody's wanting to rebuild their bodies. And this is what animal products do. They will heal you, especially if you're malnourished, is because they are like the biggest vitamin that you could ever eat. Think of liver, 53,000 units of 4 ounces of liver. Vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, creatine, creatinine, taurine, all your B vitamins, B12, everything you could imagine that we know and don't even know in those organ meats. And the tallow and the protein, fat and protein, need to be broken down at a pH of 1.5 to 2. So there are ways not to be able to, well, break that protein down, and that's when you drink water with your meals. That's when you mix carbs with your meal, you mix sugar with your meals, you mix starches with your meal, mix greens with your meals. What do you think? That's going to help you digest your food? I don't think so. Oh, look at these guys surfing right now. Damn, you guys are good. Again, that ship's in the harbor sideways right now, really. And I'm crossing the bridge and the river's going sideways. Oh, that bird's going sideways too, really. Just trying to make you have critical thinking, guys. Use your senses or your sensors. Your sensors basically tell you if you're upright, sideways, upside down, okay, if you're moving at all, okay, if you're going in an elevator up or down, your sensors, not your senses, tell you what's going on. And our senses, because we've been told by sensei that we, of course, have a lot of things we had to learn going to school. You go to school, right? You graduate high school because you smoked a lot of weed, didn't you? Okay? You had to in order to graduate high school. You had to be really high to believe a lot of the malarkey they're teaching everybody. Remember, reading, writing, and arithmetic is the master source of who you get a chance to be. And that's how you can learn how to do anything, pretty much, at this point in time, is to master learning how to read, write, and arithmetic. Everything else, basically, you're going to learn is from other mentors that you will learn from, and experience that you will have on this plane. Experience. A lot of the stories we're going to have to unpack, and we're going to have to question a lot of things, including, is saturated fat good for you? Yes, it is. Okay, remember, these are my opinions. Think what you want, guys. Remember, I've been doing this for 40 years and 40 nights, looking into a lot of things that, well, I've been told. Do you think cholesterol is good for you? You bet it is. It's the precursor to testosterone. Okay, I just got my testosterone tested, and again, how do I know that? Is because all night long I can tell I have testosterone, and you know what I mean. It's called, yeah, anyways, I won't say a word. But this is what happens when you eat animal products. You wind up getting an increased amount of testosterone and sex hormones. Yes, you do. You eat vegetables, you lose your sex hormones. And all you have to do, guys, if you are a premium peak performance athlete, then you will find out, do the vegan diet for 6 months and see if you become faster, quicker, and smarter. Some of you may. I doubt it. Most of you will go ahead and find out that your testes are going to start shrinking, you're going to start getting man boobs, and you're going to gain maybe about 10 pounds of body fat and lose 10 pounds of muscle. That's what's going to happen, because you're going to be incredibly hungry all the time. That's what happens. And I'm looking at these people go across the street right here. Whoa, daddy, whoa. And most of them they're all tourists. But it doesn't matter. Look at these people. They can't even walk well. Everybody's limping, and they're only 40s. Okay? And I feel bad for you people. You all got your sunglasses on, hiding away from Christos, the light. Remember, the light does you good. And you see, the young children, no one has sunglasses, but once they get indoctrinated about 15 from watching all their stars, the pentagonic stars, right? The ones when you go to Hollywood and you get a chance to look at the floor in Hollywood of all the stars, the Pentagon, all the ones that, well, are under the spell and have to give up their lives to be able to become stars, to become celebrities. We know that. Anyways, there's a lot to learn, guys, and unpack in your mind. And as you become, well, cleaner in your mind, that means you're going to have to go ahead and start to detox. Plants will detox you, but watch yourselves. Most of the plants we're eating right now are very toxic, especially wheat, corn, soy, phytoestrogenic plants, isothiocyanates. Okay, look those up. What are those? Wow. And you're eating those? Wow. Again, why? How about goitrogens? Why are you eating those? It's because you just don't know any better. How about isoflavones? Okay. What about the beans that you're eating? And you know what it takes to go ahead and make beans so they actually, well, won't mess you up, okay, in the ways that it did to me? Well, I got irritable bowel syndrome, massive amounts, okay, blood in my stools, gas in my intestinal tract, as you all will, or at least most of you will, okay? So, let me unhook this thing here. So, isoflavones, beans, all these different things that, well, we have no idea. How do you cook? Remember, you got to process all your plants. How do you cook beans? You're going to have to soak them for 3 days, and you're going to have to get a pressure cooker, guys, and pressure cook those things. Is because if not, they're super toxic. And this is what they do, our ancestors did. If you want to eat plants, tubers, anything, it's all seasonal anyways. You will have to learn how to process your plants. So, you know, I'm going to have my low oxalate fruit right now. It's 12:05 right now. I ate last night with the retreat group, and like I said, they graduated last night. And they're going to go home and change their life. They're going to start rebuilding themselves. Some people are going to detox and need to lose another 20 or 30 pounds. Some people, they need to gain 20 pounds of muscle. Some people, well, most of the people, need to reorganize their vitamin storage in their body. They just do. Why? It's because everybody's malnourished. Everybody that I see. Why? It's because you're eating the typical foods that everybody eats. Conventionally grown foods. Oh, right off the tree, live. I don't swallow any of the fiber. Just suck on the juice. And I got one orange in here. This is going to give me massive energy. It's going to take me about 40 minutes to work out, do chest and shoulders. And I don't stop. I just give it intensity. Why? Because I have testosterone now. And my testosterone is off the wall. It's not hanging on the wall anymore. Okay? I don't have to take any supplements. I don't have to do any of the stupid things that I was doing before. But then again, it wasn't stupid because I was on a plant-based diet. You need to take supplements when you're on a plant-based diet. Look, if you're a vegan, you better start taking up to 30 supplements. And now what kind of supplements are you going to take? What are you going to take? You're going to take a bunch of synthetic chemicals? Oh, you're going to take vitamin B12? What kind? Okay, what kind of synthetic vitamin B12 are you going to take? What kind of DHA, EPA are you going to take? You're not going to get it in your plant. You're going to have to take some algae, and that's expensive stuff. guys. And most of you people, remember, you're feeding your children these diets thinking that it's good for you because you're listening to a lot of propaganda. And all I can say is, guys, you better do your homework. That's all I can say. I'm only here to be able to show you my report of findings. They're my report of findings. They have nothing to do with really your reality. It's my rethinking reality. And I want you to just think about things. I've done a lot of rethinking realities lately. Put them out 2-3 times a week. Why? It's because I've been rethinking reality in many different ways. Today, we have real clouds. And I'm doing a video here, come out in a couple days, about the mysterious sickness that we have on all of our trees here in Hawaii. This lichen fungus. You can see all the black mold on that tree. You can see the black mold on the side of that aluminum light post. Here, let me just go out there just for a second, just so you can see, and then we'll stop this video. So, you know, again, all I see is a lot a lot of changes happening in 2020. Remember, perfect vision 2020. What is this stuff? Why is there black mold on the side of this metal here? On the side of this aluminum here. Why is it on the side here? Okay? It's wanting to eat everything and break everything apart. Look, rusting everything. Because we're next to the ocean here, so forget that part. But we'll go through in depth on this here. But look, this is what's on all these trees. This cancer here. And then once this grows here, this green cancer that's all over the trees, okay, the trees get weak, they break in the wind, and this is what's happening in a lot of places that I see. And you can see, what is this stuff? What the hell? It's not from heaven, that's for sure. And it's all over the place, and it's causing the trees to get sick. Look, and it's like some type of a cancer in the tree, and it's going in the tree, infecting the trees. Like I said, we'll go do a full expose on this, the mystery of the plant sicknesses. I think maybe we're just being exterminated. Not only the plants, the birds, the bees, the whales, the snails, but pretty much everything here. There's not an insect in Hawaii here anymore. There's no more praying mantises, no more stick bugs, no more crickets. There's not even any of the big bufo frogs that used to be all over the place that you used to have to stop your car and get them out of the way. So anyways, we'll do a full expose on the sickness of the trees, but I just want you to see. Check this out, okay? And you know, you go to the farmer's market, and there's usually a million flies there because that's what it is, okay? But there's not a fly there. What is this stuff? This green crap all over the tree, causing these trees to become sick. Look, all of them have it. What is it? What kind of mysterious illness is on these trees? Inquiring minds want to know. And look what it's doing to the tree. It's killing the tree. This is the cambium, okay? This is killing the trees. Look at that shit, okay? What is this doing to the trees? It's killing them. So this stuff grows on the trees here. Anybody knows what it is? Remember, inquiring minds want to know. And this is what's going on. Okay? So it's happening to all of these trees here. As you can see, look, all of them. They're just falling apart with this cancerous thing that's growing on all the trees. Remember, and I have 5,000 bloody trees in my orchard. And we are in the fruit business, and my trees are sick. Okay, check around your own house and check and see if what's happening with this. I notice a lot of trees are dying right now. A lot of trees are burning on the tops. So whatever's happening, guys, again, rethinking reality. Okay, time to go work out. Again, we got real clouds today because yesterday and the day before, all I saw was a bunch of crap in the air. All these aerosols, just all this mist. All these like little bubbles in the clouds. They call microwaves, I guess. But anyways, for today, we got real clouds. Okay, we'll see you guys. You are what you eat. If you want to get stronger, then then start to learn about eating animal products by themselves, and they have to be clean ones. Eggs, cheese, butter, liver, organ meats, kidney, tallow. Fish, pelagic fish, not fish like I showed you on the parasites. Guys, fish, most of them have parasites that are local, okay? All your conventional meat that you're eating is full of estrogen. It's full of atrazine. It's full of glyphosate. It's full of the crap that they're eating, mold, and it makes estrogen. It makes the cows fat, and guess what it does to you? It makes you bloody fat. Anyways, like I said, I'm up 22 pounds right now from eating like the gecko eats. The gecko eats fruit. I feed them every day because they're starving because there's no insects, and they eat meat, and that's what I'm doing. And it's the best thing that I've done to rebuild myself. Remember, life is but a series of choices. What I'm doing doesn't mean that you have to do it. Okay, just like at Earth Academy, we show you a lot of protocols, practices, and principles for you to be able to upgrade, enhance, and optimize your health and wellness. Detoxification is necessary for this toxic world we live in, but you can only detox so long before you start falling apart. I can attest to that. Well, again, you don't mix your fruit with your proteins or your fats. After I work out, I'm going to do a few errands, and I'm going home, and I got liver pate that Mark made. He's our master chef. If you are looking in March 15th, we've got a couple spots open for the retreat. So if you're looking to come, we only take 11 people. We have a few spots open, and it's the best reset, renew, and rebuilding that you're ever going to do. Guys, you are going to learn so much. There is so much to learn, from ozone therapy to thermography. We have so many different practices that we're doing, and we've added ice therapy, okay, cold water therapy, all the different skin therapies, workshops that basically you get hands-on stuff. Okay, cranial facial technique to open up all the nasal passages, clean the nasal passages with ozone. I mean, when you leave, all I can say is you will graduate with a carpentry bag of health and wellness ideas, disciplines, concepts, and understandings. Okay, take them home with you, share with your family. Okay, these types of protocols. Become your own doctor. Learn your lessons well. Okay, that's it. Time to go work out. I see Mark. Parking lot's full today, as you can see. Check it out. Okay? Yeah, and again, I'm so happy because we got real bloody clouds today. Okay, that's it. Aloha. We'll see you on the next Rethinking Reality. And I've done a lot of really good videos coming out on Earth Academy. They're private, not open to the public for a reason, not because I'm being a tight arse, is because a lot of the things we share are sensitive for the traditional simpletons, or the what's called the minions, the mundanes, okay, the Simpsons, the cartoon people. Okay, it's basically what I do and what we do at Earth Academy as an experimental research group, learning a lot of things. Okay, that's it. We'll see you. Aloha. There's Mark.